Hello and welcome to City View, where we bring you a closer view of the city of Columbia. I am your host, Leshia Utsey. In our top story, the city of Columbia, in conjunction with the Martin Luther King Foundation, recently held the annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration at King Park.
And I recall reading about Dr. King. And I read this quote about Dr. King that the most persistent question in life is what are you going to do for others? And my life was transformed at that moment. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I prayed. I went to the rock. I prayed. I said, God, give me some guidance. Take me where I needed to go. Because I wanted to make a difference after reading about Dr. King's legacy. I wanted to contribute to that legacy. I wanted to do something for others.
As I walked into this building, it was not lost on me the sight of black and white children playing on the playground outside in Valley Park. The sign of how far indeed we have come in Columbia, South Carolina, and this great nation that we all come home. We have a bold vision for Columbia, that Columbia will be the most talented, educated, and entrepreneurial city in America. We can only do that if we create opportunities for all of our kids to do the great things that we know God has in store for them. And I say that, and I say all of our kids.
The King Day events opened with a wreath laying ceremony, which was held at the Marker and the Stone of Hope located on Green Street. The ceremony was coordinated by a local Alpha Phi Alpha chapter.
Today we celebrate the 86th birthday of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the drum major for justice, drum major for peace and equality, not just for African Americans, but for people from all nationalities, races, and creeds. We gather today as a city, as a community, as fraternity brothers, as representatives of humanity, to pay tribute, to pay homage to a man who personified manly deeds, scholarship, and love for all mankind.
A man who would not speak, but to tell the truth, who would not kneel, but to God, a man who would not be moved, but to march. And we come here to honor him nearly 47 years after his death, not because of how much we believed in him, but how much he believed in all of us.
But mostly I'm honored to remember Martin Luther King for what he fought for. I'm honored to be one of the people that he fought for equality. I'm honored to be an American citizen. I'm honored to be a Colombian South Carolinian. I'm honored to be part of your community.
Following the wreath laying ceremony, the City of Columbia and members of the Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation then opened the annual MLK celebration in the Community Center at King Park. The event featured not only City Council members, but also guest speaker James T. McLawhorn, who is the CEO and president for the Columbia Urban League. In addition to special guest speakers, the City of Columbia and the Foundation also announced scholarship winners and awarded the scholarships to local students. Another highlight to kick off our new year, 2015, is the annual State of the City address delivered by Mayor Steve Benjamin. This year's address was delivered at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center and was attended by hundreds of citizens.
And for your words this evening. The arts are empowering, and our success as a city that values art, values culture, that values our history will define us for generations as that great phoenix that 150 years after being burned to the ground has risen from the ashes to become one of the most talented, educated, and entrepreneurial cities in America. We chose to lead, and it was the right thing to do. And we chose to lead this last November. We became the first city in South Carolina to extend full employment benefits to same-sex couples because we believe in equality. And we believe that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And maybe a piece of paper ain't gonna change that, but it's a good place to start. We chose to lead.
If you would like to view the Mayor's State of the City address in its entirety, you can catch it right here on City TV. You may also visit the city's website at columbiasc.net and click on the City TV online link, or you can visit the City of Columbia's YouTube channel. Columbia's City Manager, Teresa Wilson, continues to be in high demand as the new year kicks off. City Manager Wilson was recently invited to be a guest speaker at an event held by the Leadership Columbia alumni.
I can honestly say, and ironically, as I'm helping to do my part to lead the city, I don't know that I've seen the gangbusters growth, the tremendous amount of growth and development that I've seen in such a short period of time that I anticipate, and we've got the facts behind that, will continue for the next several years. So that creates a lot of opportunity for all of you here in this room to contribute.
Fires and fatalities that are caused by fires are always devastating, but there is something that each homeowner can do. The Columbia Fire Department, in conjunction with the Office of the State Fire Marshal, is starting a Smoke Alarm Blitz and installing free smoke alarms in the homes of citizens. We tell you more about a new grant that has been awarded to the Columbia Fire Department.
We are very excited to have this partnership with them. This was a grant that was given through the Homeland Security from the State Fire Marshal's Office to us. And we are one of 10 communities in the state that actually is taking part in this list. So there'll be others doing it as well. I think some have already done it. We received about 400 smoke alarms. So we'll be canvassing that area out there in Standish Acres. And also we received about 160 carbon monoxide detectors. So the main thing is to make sure we have people out there protected. We know a lot of people out there can't afford smoke alarms. We'll make sure that we can get them installed because we think it's very important that people have this type of protection.
The City of Columbia received great news recently when it was notified that it is only one of a few southeastern cities to receive a $300,000 grant in order to help develop a Curbside Value Partnership, which is a new recycling initiative.
We are so pleased to have a partner like the City of Columbia. They currently are collecting around 75 pounds per household, and we expect that after the program is launched and underway, they will be recovering something closer to 450 pounds per household. And as the mayor flagged last night, that's a 500% increase. That's significant. It's significant not just in the value of the material, the $4.5 million worth of new material that will be going through in the next decade from that work. It's important because of the water conservation, the greenhouse gas savings, the energy savings that go along with that. So we're building a stronger community with strong economic impacts and some strong environmental impacts in there.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of City View, where we bring you a closer view of the City of Columbia. I'm your host, Leshia Utsey. Please continue to join us right here on City TV for the latest news and updates happening here in our city.